Feral Audio.
Welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike, wherein we discuss first fluids, Mom's listening to our podcast, and Danny and I find something nice to say about each other, plus special guests Corey and Courtney from We Should Have a Podcast on Feral Audio. Now play the music, Dustin.
Welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Danny and Mike is actually to my right, not who you think it is. It's Mr. Michael C. Morona. Hey, and to his far right, and I'm talking miles and miles, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I miss you.
All the delays.
I miss you.
And our special guest for the entire hour, Corey and Courtney, from We Should Have a Podcast on our very own Feral Audio Podcasting Network / Collective.
Thanks for having us.
Everybody.
I'm great.
Thanks for being here. Hello on the other side of the glass to Dustin, our Feral Audio guru of all things.
And Noah, don't forget Noah as well. You guys can't see him either, but I got eyes.
Up,
I got eyes on Noah.
Eyes on.
Not eyes for Noah, but on Noah. Different things.
You got eyes on. Let me know when you're wheels up.
Look, he's usually he's never up for grabs, but he's usually open for offers.
Yeah, he's in a relationship.
That's a great... Did you just come up with that?
No, I can't take credit for that. You just called me out. It's a live Rolling Stones record where what is he? Keith Richards or someone is speaking to the mic. Oh, Mick Jagger's up there. I say he's not open for offers. He's up for grabs, but he's not. He's open for offers. That's a terrible.
I thought it was great. I was fully into it.
You were invested.
Yeah. I like that.
And I like that you apologize afterwards because we relate to that.
that is our brand.
If you guys want me to just mouth when they're speaking, so it feels like you're actually talking to someone else, just let me know.
Please.
I can do that. Oh, all right.
Well, we found there's about. There seems like there's about a 1.8 second delay. So everything that you should say, if you did want to amend it, you just speak really fast, and you'll have time.
Okay.
But welcome to the podcast. This is good for the listener. It might sound a little off. The reason is Danny's in L.A. And our wonderful guest this evening is in L.A. So we're doing our first coast to coast Danny and Mike podcast. The reason it might sound a little off is because Danny's in L.A. and there's a chemical spill there, and it's affecting the air we breathe.
There was no chemical spill here. Just a couple cars fell into a road because they don't know how to handle their weather.
I stopped reading
Remember,
the news.
You're 3 hours behind. Yeah, this podcast is coming to you from the future.
Only to us, in fact.
How does it feel?
I thought that I would be more full of jelly. You know, like you get transformed somewhere, time travel style. I'm all intact, 100%.
Great.
You guys?
We put you in the teleporter with a Haribo gummy worm. We put you in the transporter like the
With
Fly. We just.
Is this comic books? I don't know them.
What would you? No. Remember the movie with Jeff Goldblum? Jeff Goldblum jumps in the teleporter and he turns into a fly.
Nobody knows, Mike.
Is this?
What would you go through the teleporter with?
Oh, okay. Like
Remember,
I have one item.
You're going to merge with this item in some way.
I'm going to merge with the what?
Emerge into society in some way.
Oh, and I can bring one item to the future.
One item. What is it?
So do I choose to be naked? That's a big. Do I do clothes? Count?
Why would you choose to be naked?
I'm saying, do
you have to sacrifice clothing for something else? No, you can have clothes on. The clothes don't count.
No, it's not like. I don't think it's like strip poker. I think we all travel like Arnold in the Terminator, and we'll get appropriate.
So that is naked then.
So we're naked.
From whatever hanger.
So I have to use that to my advantage. So this is affecting my strategy. Okay.
I'm interested.
Of course, you get a whip. I totally see where you're going. You get a whip.
A whip?
Try it. You get a ranged weapon. It's genius.
Like a...
I would bring weed candy because that would be stressful popping out in other times.
Now you're talking.
And you
Well,
need
the
a
good thing
little,
about that is
you need a little come down,
you're
just a
on.
little cool out mode.
Yeah, just like that's stressful. Like when are you walking out? Is it the apocalypse, dystopian, Mad Max? I would like that though.
We don't know what we're getting into. That's one of the elements of this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
sure.
why we're going on with
But I do know that I would need to self-medicate no matter what.
You're not worried about survival.
So it's good.
No.
Okay.
No, it's good that she's prepared for the immediate. I agree.
Yeah, you can pick up things along the way once you're there, but you have to know where you were going.
Oh, I'm
God, how many
I'm
items
dead.
are in this thing?
Yeah, you've already you've
I give
already
up.
died. You get.
Courtney cannot make decisions. So this was you just
He
worked
teleported
really
inside
hard.
of a road.
Like, yeah, I was being optimistic, thinking that I could figure out how to survive. But now that I realize that basically in most scenarios I'm immediately dead.
Why bother?
Yeah, I just want to copy Corey, which is a good strategy for me.
There's no weed in the future. I'm sorry to tell you guys.
That's why we have to bring it with us.
Yeah.
What happens? The environment?
The
burns
environment,
weed?
yeah, everything. They
Donuts, what are
electrolytes, feed the plants, and they don't really. In fact, no Gatorade will make plants live.
Sure. They just need sun. But when
And
it's
some
covered
water.
by a cloud.
What's up with you guys?
Yeah,
Are
what's
there
your deal?
anchovies?
What's your guys? So
What?
have you guys
Talk to us.
have you guys missed each other?
Yeah, we do miss each other. We spent years and years apart after the TV show, but now that we've gotten back in the saddle, you'll always be my fake TV older brother.
How did that happen?
Courtney
How did you
and
reunite?
We
Courtney and Corey, are you guys sick of each other after the road trip?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
we're-
took our space and
yeah,
now we're
and
fine.
Okay,
are you saying
and
that- Okay, keep going.
Dan and Jeremy and I have done road trips in the past, and it's been fun, but we haven't. They've just been like 1, 2, 3 days at a time. That's about it. It hasn't been like cross country, which sounds awesome. What do you think the amount of days is that you have to take off after seeing each other? So you and Danny could go like say 20 days, and then you'd need a good 10-day break, right? Straight 21, 22.
The over under is 3 weeks. More, I could spend
Whoa.
21 days with you in a row, Mike, but then I'd need like 10 off.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I do.
Okay.
What?
21-10.
What's the?
I was just wondering if everyone gets sick of their girlfriend and boyfriend. I do.
It happens.
Yeah.
I've been away for 2.5 weeks.
I get sick of both.
And well, here's the thing. At home, we live together, and I sleep in a nice bed. And while I'm here, I'm sleeping on my buddy Tim's couch for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So the
sleep in a racing
longing
car.
that's
Where
going
do
on
you
is a little
sleep?
more than than oh good, I don't have to make dinner. I can stay up as do what I want. There's not like I'm picking and choosing my battles. It's like, well, yeah, I miss you, honey. My back, my L5 is really bothering me. I just need a real bed to get back to.
I guess I was wondering if you guys miss each other when you're out in LA. Like, do you guys hang outside of the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I'm looking forward to Dan's musical show, his Jounce show, which is coming up next month at Brooklyn Bowl.
Wow, thanks for the plug.
Nice.
He put it on his calendar.
Well, I'm saying he plays in my neighborhood, which is quite convenient for me.
You're not here. You can't see him, but Danny's really touched right now.
I am.
He really is. I can tell.
There's a sort of earnesty in my voice.
Yeah.
Not Ernest. Ernest went to
Pomodorito.
Pomodorito. I don't
It
like
means
that.
a little pomegranate. We need pictures just to see the scale of redness and Pomodoro scale. We call it. If you
I've
guys
been
have,
out
like,
here for
a
2.5 weeks, and it's
separate
rained
night
every
to go
day
back.
except for 2. And there's no sun. They're making fun of me because I'm pale skinned and I get into the sun and I
They
get
call you
red.
Pomodoro?
They call me Pomodoro. Well, the Italians in Sicily, when I was down there a long time ago, said that, and I happened to make a comment about that once, and
They latched onto it.
Yeah, it does not go away.
I like that.
Yeah, just embrace it.
That's a cool
il
nickname.
Pomodoro. Yeah, and well,
Pomodoro.
first it was mozzarella, and then I was Pomodoro.
What's the
because
first one?
Just mozzarella.
Wait, did they really
That
do
was
that?
before
Yeah,
he got in the sun.
100%.
That's so like it's so Italian.
It's very
They
Italian.
just
Well, yeah.
use like the two it's like their first thought.
Was food.
Yeah.
With a food product.
I can't believe that's real.
Describe you.
Yeah, well, if they said anything about like flour or bread, then I am pizza. You know, they're missing one ingredient
All
for
right.
me. So I don't know.
sauce
I don't know how I could
guy.
become bread in any way, but I'm hoping for that day to happen. Particularly when I'm in Italy, so they can call
Only
me
Jesus, he
penne.
becomes the body and blood and all that.
Well, we've taken it down the
Wow.
religious path.
Yeah, but I like that too.
Italian.
The Vatican. Wait, what?
Thank you.
We'll go to the Vatican, and they'll call me penne pomodoro mozzarella boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Diablo.
that's
They'll call you Friday Diablo.
That's only when I'm spicy. Which has
Spicy
happened
pomodoro.
just now. It just happened.
We're having a beer.
Yeah, we are having a beer. We had some legal contraband.
Which is
hear?
it's hard to listen like on the phone and be a little bit high and be meeting somebody new. To be honest,
Oh, I'm
having a great time.
Are you freaking out?
I'm not freaking out. I'm really having to focus on like listening and
It's hard. It is a little.
staying
It's
present.
difficult. I'm
Michael
I'm happy.
Morona is Courtney. What's your last name?
Pauroso.
Say it again.
Pauroso. It's Italian.
Is that okay?
Jokes on
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry.
Well, now that we've gotten that
Corey,
out of the
Michael
way.
Morona. What's your last name?
Podell.
Hello.
Hello.
That's Jeremy. That's
Interesting.
Jeremy Balin. What's such a weird name? What? Why is that? Why? Because it like describes what you do with hay. Also,
Balin
a lot of
hay?
live events. Like Danny has
Yeah.
this, like, hey, on the show. And yeah, Danny's bailing.
I'm bailing.
I got a bailing.
I can't make it.
I knew a guy, Joe Flakin. Joe
Yeah.
Flakin was always doing the same thing. Never made my show.
Joe Flakin. I
think-
knew an El
I
Flaco
think
once.
so. to bring it full circle, Dan, you have played a show at Brooklyn Bowl before that I've missed, so I do want to see this one for sure.
Yeah, you should. Brooklyn Bowl is not going to be around
What
much
day-
longer
what day
because
is it? And who are you playing
Williamsburg
with?
is a hot spot in Brooklyn, and it's just getting bought up and
Rant
bought
alert.
up and bought up and bought up, and even cool places like
Bought up.
Brooklyn Bowl, which is attached to Brooklyn Brewery, which is a very well-known, well-established beer company, that somebody bought the entire block and just, boom, let's break some condos up. It's like, this is a really cool venue and a really great brewery. We don't care.
We gotta get him. What are we gonna do?
We want to get all that China money in there. Let's get all the China money.
Okay, Dan. Since we're gonna cut a huge part of your rant, why don't we start again? Why don't we start again with what day is that show you guys are playing, and what's the bill?
This is the longest.
This is
plug I've ever
the
remembered.
plug that will not end, and I truly appreciate it, like, because it's helpful.
Just shut
But-
up and tell me the date. Jesus.
328, Brooklyn Bowl, Jounce, the Undone Sweaters, which is a Weezer cover band that I play in, and we only play the Blue album because why bother? And we play the song "Why Bother" from Pinkerton as well, but.
What about El Scorcho?
That's a big
No, if you yelled El Scorcho at an Undone
You hate
Sweater
it.
show, we'd be like, "Get the fuck out! You gotta
That's
go."
aggressive.
Wow, no
Yeah, but
stairway.
I mean,
did not.
It's part of the
It's
bit.
part of the bit because we're very we're just like very into old Weezer.
And what position
What
do you
position
play?
do I play? I play catcher and third base, and I was a left wing for
he
hockey,
plays catcher.
and I play bass and sing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ew. Me and Courtney just went
Cool.
cool at the same time, like
Yeah.
fucking groupies.
That's
Gross.
that's
was
fine.
awesome. No, it was
That's
awesome.
on recording. I'm gonna have that forever now.
Well, you just, like,
it's like
play
having
it.
a bad day. It's like, oh no. What do you do? Play bass? Cool.
That's a cool ringtone. Or like a thing to play at random intervals in your podcast. You can
Well,
take
let's do a clean one of it. Go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
do a
yeah.
series actually of a different inflection.
Oh, me? No, I play bass.
Rolling on a series.
I play bass and sing.
Cool.
Cool. Do it again. One more time. One more time.
Yeah.
Back
So
that up. You could be a little more in sync.
That was
okay.
good.
Okay.
No, we know. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks. We're speaking now. Nobody else speak. It's our turn. Hey. Yeah. I play bass and sing.
Cool. That was so horny.
That's okay. Good. You're not at a weed cookie party. You're at your first. You're at your first party. You're at your first party.
First party ever?
Ever.
That's
First party ever. All three of you.
Okay.
All three of you guys.
Okay.
Let's try it. You know, we're actors. We can make choices.
Here we go.
We're just playing around. We've got a good take already. We're just playing around.
Hi guys, I play bass and I sing.
Cool.
Corey really breathed into it too. I didn't know her choice. I wasn't looking at it, but I heard,
like it. Yeah, you guys.
All right. Well,
For the listener, there was an accident in the Starburns booth right now. Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. I
hit
hit my teeth on the microphone, which my teeth are.
But not by the microphone. You were far away from the actual
I was
microphone
quite far.
part of it.
I hit it on a piece of equipment. I'm fine.
You
I'm
were
fine.
laughing. You got excited. It was a fun thing.
It was a laughing injury, and if I'm going to be injured, why not be?
I just like how we
reason?
both took it. All three of us took it to that very adolescent, awkward stage. My voice is cracking. You guys doing the.
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah, I like that. We have new bits here on The Adventures of Danny and Mike.
Do you guys? Sorry, I forgot my question. What's your favorite thing about Mike?
What's my favorite thing about Mike?
Yeah.
His devilish good looks.
What about his personality?
Well.
Be real.
Be real.
Make
just
it
in
real.
this moment.
No, Mike,
We're giving you permission to be so open-hearted.
This is a safe
right
space.
I feel like we've just turned this into a collab podcast.
now. Sorry.
It's cool. No, I'm totally fine with that.
We're not really good at guesting.
Mike is someone that I learned how to be cool at a very young age. He was very into artsy stuff and good music. And when I was 9, 10, and 11 and we were working on the show, and I'm the oldest in my family, so I didn't have an older brother or anything like that. So he embodies that older brother figure to me. Still to this day. And I just turned 35 and he's
that's beautiful.
I'm weeping.
And that's honest, and that's I don't think there's a better compliment than saying oh, that's the person who made me cool.
Yeah,
that's the person who shaped a lot of my personality. I have people like that, and Courtney and I are the same. We're both the oldest in our family, so I was always obsessed with older kids and what was cool and what are they listening to and this and that. So, Mike, what's your favorite thing about Dan?
Now, it's not fair because I had some time to think about it, but I respect his hustle and his musical virtuosity because he really is a virtuoso.
Cool. So
Gosh, there's so much mutual admiration. Hey, Jeremy, you're cool too, man.
No, I hate all of you.
What's your deal, Jeremy?
If you guys want to keep him at Starburns, we could change the name of the podcast to Danny Loves Mike.
That's great. Maybe once a month we do a Danny Loves Mike, and it's just a dedications. It's just a playlist, and it's just dedicated to Mike because he told me how cool the Pixies were. So I bought Doolittle on his advice.
It's a great album. It's one of my favorites.
It's a great one.
That's a pivotal moment in a young person's life.
Yeah.
I had to give hand jobs for that kind of information. You know?
Really? Just, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
You know what I mean? That's how.
I was 9, 10, and 11. My hand jobs were I didn't know what was going on. I was still itching. It was still just an itchy thing. You're what the hell's going on down there?
Nothing came out yet.
Nothing came out yet. Yeah, just up.
When do you first come as a boy, though? Is this a weird question?
No.
What age?
Your mom was like, you are stuck to the dryer. I got to get more dryer sheets.
I would. I think the first time it happens is while you're sleeping.
It's not in your control.
I think the first time I realized, I woke up and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Cindy Crawford was in my dream last night, and now my bed is wet. But it's not wet. There's something else happening here.
You're like,
what is that? Yeah.
Not pee.
It smells like chlorine.
I keep having microphone accidents. Keep going. I'm into it.
Whoa.
Well, I'm into learning more about this.
I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. Is then once the floodgates have opened, if you know what I mean, ladies.
You connect the dots, and
you connect the dots, and you're
this
like, oh,
makes this. That's
and
cool.
then the next thing you know, you're dumpster diving behind Krausers, and yeah, we used to dumpster dive for dirty magazines because the convenience stores would throw them out.
It has nothing to do with a wet
I'm
dream,
saying
though.
after it. You missed it. I'm saying you go right from there. The floodgates open and you go. This is... No, that's not ever.
What happened to you?
Yeah, if you have such an opinion on the matter.
What was your experience of it? Remember, safe space, no
No,
judgment.
I'm saying like you have a wet dream and then you wake up and then it's like cold and wet depending upon how soon afterwards you wake up, and nobody's happy about that. On this, a very special Danny and Mike. Danny and Mike talk about their fluids, their first fluids.
First Fluids, that's a good name for the band.
Oh, I love that.
Couldn't
First
blame it.
fluid.
First Fluids.
Yeah, let's just hold that for 1 second. We're having some crazy ass...
Luckily. Yeah, we can hear you.
Luckily, still sound okay?
You have them test it?
You sound as shitty as you did before. When you were pressing your crotch. When we left you at 9 years old, pressing your crotch against the dryer.
I never said that. I never rubbed my crotch against the dryer.
I'm sorry. Masturbating in a dumpster. I'm sorry.
No, again, you didn't hear the full thing.
He was getting thrown away porn to masturbate to later.
That's right. Thank you so much.
You're
He's
welcome.
not a monster.
Yeah, I'm not a monster. I just,
Whenever you're ready.
When you're 11 or 12 years old, there's only so much you can do. The internet wasn't a thing, really.
Yeah.
I mean, kids must be so hard all the time now.
We are within 1,000 feet of a school right now, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out for you.
When I was a kid, it took work to get hard. You know what I mean? You had to wear sweatpants, look at a pretty girl.
Yeah.
There were things. It took. Nowadays, you just have the internet in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You can summon up whatever you want at any time.
You can go into any public restroom and get in that stall.
I have to say, I feel like that actually really takes something away from the youth because there's no longing anymore. How fun was that for you to go to the dumpsters? How exciting was that?
Yeah, it was amazing.
And it was like a secret and you did something subversive and you were a rebel. And now it's just like, oh, I just need a computer.
You grabbed a Ziploc bag, one of those big Ziploc bags that your mom put your leftovers in, and then you'd zip them up and I'd put them in the woods behind my house. A couple fallen over trees, and we'd go out in the back, and you just grab them, and then you come back in. You don't keep them in the house because you don't want to get busted with them.
That's so fun and special, and it makes sex fun and special.
Yeah. Now it's just, it's so immediate. Ugh. It sucks for this generation.
Yeah.
Dirty magazines, they
today
laugh at dirty magazines.
I know.
That's a joke. That is so ancient to them.
But you didn't get any of the good information out of those dirty magazines other than the pictures was like, how to remember how to...
Looks like you brought a lot of Ziploc bags tonight.
No, I heard you're supposed to do the alphabet and you do it lowercase and then uppercase and that's really gonna get them going. You learn all those tidbits. Now you read about that on the internet, and I don't think I don't retain stuff as well as I do if I'm just like reading it, like in a book. Like,
you need it to be an urban legend, or you need it to be told from older kids down to you.
Yeah,
that's the way I absorb it.
That's what you got to do, man. Watch out. Be careful she doesn't stick a finger up there. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Really? No, but they love it. They love it. Okay.
It's real American folklore.
It's true.
Well, we had
folklore.
I would read Cosmo magazines to try to learn sex stuff. Right?
Yeah.
When you're when you're the same age, but you're a girl.
But it's not that explicit.
Yeah, but it's not explicit.
No, it's not.
No,
you have to fill in the gaps.
The writing is so intense.
The aisle made me scared of sex. It did.
What did?
supermarket checkout aisle.
Oh.
The Cosmos 75 things that make him go wild. I was like, I know 2 of those are going to be Tushy, or 10. 2 to 10 of those are going to be Tushy.
I love that you just said Toshi.
Anything?
Anyhow,
So,
not scared no more.
you're not scared anymore?
So
Not of the supermarket aisle, nor of sex. No.
That's great. I still get nervous in lines in the grocery store.
because of the magazines or the
No,
people or
just it's
Anxiety?
the fluorescent lighting and whatever.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's not
that
sex
lighting
related.
sucks. But maybe we have a different dynamic because, like, there's a woman cashier as opposed to a guy cashier, and I'm just trying to be friendly and get out of there.
Yeah.
You don't want to. You don't want them judging you on what you're bringing.
Nobody's looking at my one gummy worm that I'm buying.
This is a very interesting supermarket. Where do they have? Where do you find a supermarket that supplies one giant gummy bear?
It's on La Brea. It's right. we're actually in LA. We're in LA right now.
What?
I would love if you just burst right in.
It's like why are you doing this in the first place? Well, we just wanted to see how it would go, but we didn't think it was going to work well, so we showed up anyway, just in case.
Look at us now. Our backup plan was a flight to LAX.
And that's it. Just a one way. How are you going to get back?
I don't know, but I have to work at 7 a.m. at a parking place. We'll get in Williamsburg. I'm sorry. Daniel Tamborelli's gentrified Williamsburg, TM.
Wow. He's just mad because he's been there a while. And you know it affects you too, buddy. You know you're in Greenpoint. It's right there.
And you're in Williamsburg?
I'm in Crown Heights. I'm in, like, right smack dab in the middle of Brooklyn.
Would you ever move to LA? Either of you?
I lived here. I lived here for a few years. I was here most recently, like
question.
3 years ago.
Hey,
The question is, yes, of course I would live there. I love it here. Your question,
and I
man.
believe the question is for me. And
Okay.
the answer is I didn't have to. LA moved here.
Wow. You guys are angry. I like that.
I'm only angry when he, I'm not the only one making these comments, you know? Oh, that's garbage. I'm only happy when it rains.
I didn't. Yes, now I
didn't really hear what he was saying. I just heard the melody. Anyway, because you know that I'm a virtuoso, because Mike said so.
Because Mike said that
And
was
I
his
believe
favorite
it.
thing about you, your talent.
Okay, he's really talented, and he's also is on his hustle.
He's hardworking.
I'm gonna check Mike's fingers.
Yeah, they cross or his fingers crossed. Good call. Good call on that.
No FIFA calluses even. Good. No FIFA calluses.
And how do you guys know Jeremy?
Jeremy, why don't you tell everybody, since you're not speaking on this cast? Not because you don't want to, it's because...
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to open the
I see what you did. I think it was really nice of you.
No, and I also genuinely want to know how you guys all know each
look
other.
at that.
I want to get to know all of you.
No, you know.
Yes, I do. I wish.
Jeremy, I want to get to know you because every time I write something, I always make the asshole named Jeremy.
No, actually, I wanted to make a sketch about. I was going to say that First Fluid's first album was going to be Drowning in Chad, not Jeremy. But Chad was prevented. Drowning in Chad. It was going to be First Fluid's first album. No, I wanted to do a sketch where I was apologizing for all the Jeremys in the world.
Yeah, it's like
you know what I mean, or like just have it where because that's used a lot in a lot of movies. Jeremy is the bad guy.
Jeremy.
Yeah,
Jeremy.
it's fun to.
Jeremy.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we do sketch comedy together, and there's a lot of times where I have the ability to say, "Oh, Jeremy! Oh, damn it, Jeremy!"
It's gold.
It really is.
It will always get a laugh.
It's the 3-syllable thing. It's just satisfying to yell out. You know, it's like you going, "Fuck you, Dan!" Like that doesn't sound as cool as "Fuck you, Jeremy."
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like you get to
You
the
can really
last.
dig in.
Yeah, that third syllable is really like
Yeah.
But I'm not picturing this Jeremy, as like the '90s villain.
No.
that I usually do. So what? So
He's
how do you guys all
He's
know
like
each
a
other?
more slender Andy
Yeah,
Milonakis.
picture Andy Milonakis. Let's do a police sketch type of he looks like Andy Milonakis.
Wait, really?
Well,
A slender Andy Milonakis. No, he doesn't. I mean,
right.
our sketch group is called Man Boobs Comedy. So we're
No, like if Andy Milonakis hit a gypsy with his car and then she stroked his face and was like, "Sinner."
That helped.
No, I get it now. I get it. I see it.
okay.
Yep.
What I'll do is after the phone is being done doing what it's doing, I'll show you some pictures of Jeremy.
So how did you guys meet each other? What's your origin story?
Oh yeah. Well, I was born on the moon and shipped here in a FedEx container overnight. And
was really? That's good. You left a bit early, but it was fine with us. Go on, buddy.
What's my origin story?
How did you guys all meet? What's your friendship origin story? The three of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how you guys met.
Well,
but
first I met
how did
Mike.
Jeremy get into the picture? How does Jeremy fit into this puzzle?
Been trying to figure that out for years. No, basically, Danny and I have a mutual friend, and we three had done comedy for years, and then I didn't really know Pete or... I knew of it, but I never watched it until recently. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, yeah, so they were... Danny and I were brainstorming, and I was like, let's do a podcast. We should have a podcast, is actually what I said.
Taken.
Yeah.
And I said, you really want to do a podcast with Michael Morona? Oy. and then we did it anyway. And look at us now.
So Jeremy's the reason.
One of us was...
Jeremy was the one that posed the question, you guys should do a podcast.
Yeah.
And we had just done a couple reunion shows and were very interested in like continuing to hang out and do stuff and trying to think of like cool ways to sort of like hang out. People freak out that they find out that we like still
We like to
chill.
monetize that. We've been doing the podcast.
Yeah, we like to monetize it, so we've been doing the podcast. Yeah.
Listen, I think that is cool.
It's very lovely. And
yeah.
We just did a recent episode of the podcast about getting fired, and that was when I remembered that Jeremy and I had met before. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
before.
the other thing. I know Danny through another friend who works in the film industry. And speaking of that, I got fired from that job, which is why Mike is bringing it up. So
I listened to that.
Oh, you listened to that one?
Yeah.
So you got fired from elementary?
Oh yes. Yes. No. I mean, Jeremy and I met. Yeah. What was that about? Years ago. Not 10, but maybe 50. Right. Yeah.
He's old.
Because I forget everything anybody ever says or does or what I do, I had forgotten. I had sort of forgotten that we did that job together.
Well, you guys are really similar to us because you guys are friends and you have a podcast and you do sketch comedy. And we have a friend named Kate Frisbee. Her name is really Kate Frisbee. And she,
awesome.
Yeah. And we give out an award in her honor every week.
Yeah, on the podcast.
Yeah. And she's a big part of the podcast too. So I feel like it's a little bit of mirroring.
yeah.
Hey, man.
we got a brown Jeremy. Let's go ahead and put a pin in that.
What?
I don't know. I heard nothing but gobbledygook coming out of his mouth. Nothing much more.
We could award each week on the podcast. We could award a brown Jeremy.
What's a brown Jeremy?
It's an award, obviously.
Yeah, but why
What's
is it
brown about it?
Why does the award have to be brown? Is the question. It's a Jeremy Balin. I mean, it's got to be his name, right?
A Balin Award? Look, we're not going to start ripping off other people's shtick.
Oh no, ours is called the Kate Frisbee Positivity Spotlight Award, and we just give it to someone who's been nice to us that week. So
One time Corey gave it to herself.
Oh my God, you gave it to me because it was my birthday, for the record.
Hey,
but you guys should totally
anything
do that.
goes on your birthday.
Yeah, you guys should do that though. But it could be for some other reason, you know.
No, I like.
But
that
I like
idea.
giving someone an award. It makes people feel, it connects you to people.
See, what we do instead is we make Mike tell us a brand that he hates. That's like one of our things. It's
That's
like,
a great
hey,
segment.
Yeah.
Right now, what's the brand that you're hating on, Michael?
Sony,
Why would they do?
Apple, Sony.
Well, you go for the big ones.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around. Like, he gets right to it.
Straight to the top.
He's not like the China Walk on 14th Street.
Their boxes won't talk to each other. They make boxes that are supposed to talk to each other that don't.
Sony boxes?
That's all. Yeah, all kinds.
They're supposed to talk to each
For
other?
the guy who has a PlayStation phone. But yeah, I had PlayStation calluses early.
It's like,
Nerdy.
yeah. Courtney and I actually don't know anything about video games or comic books or anything nerdy because,
But we loved Comic-Con.
yeah, we loved Comic-Con.
Comic-Con was great.
Yeah. Comic-Con was great.
It's one of those cool places where you go and you want to be like, nerdy this, nerdy that. And at the same time, like, everybody is so psyched to be there.
So
and
nice.
So nice and so pumped. And it's just like,
We saw so
radiates
many
positivity.
Yeah, like we saw so
Did you
many.
give the whole con your award?
we gave a bunch of people our award. We gave a few people. They split it that time, but the whole con it was like we saw fathers and sons and families, and like it's a real bonding experience for families and friends.
Fathers and Sons, that was that really dramatic anime, right, where everybody kills each other.
His references are just bar none the best.
No, it was like really, it was cool to see people like teaching their kids the stories that they wanted them to know. Like it was like, this is my way to relate to you.
The generational part of that is really cool. We've experienced that a few times at comic book conventions. We've been lucky enough. And Dan never recognizes the comic books that they're from.
Oh, he's like all about it. Like I liked comic books when I was like in middle school. It was like I was thumbing through comic books and also thumbing through the month-old Playboy magazine that I had recently
Back
received.
to back. And you were like inserting the real
I'm sorry.
into, like,
I'm
this,
not the
you know.
one who was masturbating the comic books behind a dumpster, Mr. Tamborelli.
If that's a narrative you want to drive, then so be it, man. What can I do
He wasn't
about that?
behind a dumpster jerking off. I just want everyone to know that.
Thank you kindly.
In the dumpster.
You ladies
But if
are,
you did, I would think that was cool.
yeah, why not? You know.
We'd be like, cool.
Hey guys, last week I was behind Krauser's and I got a dirty magazine and I decided to just take it out and whip it right there. You know.
Lower.
I'm saying
The register even lower.
No, that wasn't me. Oh, you want someone else to do it?
No, I wanted you to do it.
So, Krauser's, me, the dumpster, a dirty mag in my hand.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. We shouldn't have walked into that
Yeah, you guys.
patriarchal fantasy narrative. JK.
It's okay. It's okay.
We loved it.
We're living in a world where people are calling other people cucks who want to be submissive to a crazy person. So we're all it's all happening.
I think cucks get a bad rap. I want everyone to be happy.
Yeah.
And if that's what you want, achieve your dreams. I don't like that it's been co-opted.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because the poor guy that's really like super into like cuckold porn is just like, fuck, man, my word has been taken from me.
Yeah.
It has been stripped. We have to figure out what's a new genre name, something. I don't have one. I'll still just call it cuck.
I mean, it's a great word, too.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Cuck.
Do you like
we'll
to
spell it backwards.
cuck?
People won't notice.
It is a word, even though it doesn't read the same backwards.
I would pronounce it
probably sound the same. How is your kook?
Wouldn't it be weird if we were just like crazy Trump people?
Right, and I just said that, and you're like, you just turn on me right now?
Yeah.
I'll go at it. I was at it today on
we're
my own
not,
Twitter
but...
for 15 tweets maybe between some idiot and I never engage, and I don't know what possessed me to start engaging today, particularly because the guy's name is like Texas musician 1977 or something stupid like that, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Because I just like to do, I like to every couple days just post a tweet that says, hey everybody, day 32, reminder, this is not normal, and like, you know, use real words. Euphemism and euphemistic language can like is concealing, and it's baloney. Like, call a lie, call a racist a racist. Like, stop using these.
And you got into it with someone for 15 tweets. That's stressful.
And it was there was no reason to do it, and I don't. You know, maybe that was because today is like my first day off in 2.5 weeks being out here, that I was like, okay, time to engage. Like, I've like tried really hard to stay off of Twitter and tried to like just focus on being out here and like having a little bit of a break. But no, I engaged with this guy for too long. Well, because I posted that, and then he reposted something being like, typical people thinking that, you know, that people just trying to make America great, or, you know, this and that, because it's all because of liberal and I like didn't say anything, and I didn't know him, and I don't know who he is, and he's just totally a dude who like, you know, is just looking on the lookout for words, right? Like, you just put like search words in, like anytime I like post.
Yeah, he doesn't even follow you,
right?
He was just looking to stir shit up.
just
and he's just
troll.
repeating, like, they don't have any original information or take. That's what's gross about it to me too. And then I get so sad for them, but in a way that like I don't.
It's
like how can you be living in that level of like delusion in your mind?
I've noticed that really only with like these political tweets and all that kind of stuff is where I get like the more like standoffish people. Like, I posted an Instagram picture of my girlfriend once, and she was just like pointing to a t-shirt, and some dude was like, whoa, she pointing to her fucking pussy or something, and I just like, you know, and she saw it and whatever, probably wasn't happy about it, and so I just like engaged back and like just posted something on one of his like Instagram photos with his girl being like, oh, I see you have a lady, I don't think she'd like it if I didn't say anything like negative to him. I got a response back that was like a page and a half of him being like, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget that I'm on the internet and other people are like on the other end, and there's a disconnect, and like sent me a real true apology, and that's happened more than once in terms of that.
Surprising and that's heartwarming.
But usually
and
with something
comforting.
like that, it feels different than like if you're like, oh, you know, fuck Trump, and it's like, oh, this and that. It's a very different sort of thing. But I mean, how much more personal can you be, like making fun of like someone's like significant other or something?
Yeah.
About music, you know, people aren't like saying, fuck you, earthquaker devices are the worst pedals, you have a terrible idea.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's not like that. Anywho.
I've had a 14-year-old apologize to me on the internet before when I engaged with him. I'm assuming he's 14.
Why did you assume he's 14?
Because
assuming he's 14 because you beat them in Battle Strike, Captain Force.
Right. No, I mean, like, I feel like I probably like clicked on him and was like, oh, it's just a kid. That's like a lot of times in my experience. Like, it's just like, oh, it's just a fucking dumb kid. But like, yeah, I called him out for being disgusting.
I remember you were like,
sorry.
you were like, hey,
I love you, Courtney.
be nice, be better. I thought you were cool. And then he was like, oh God, sorry.
Yeah.
Like he just, and it was all public. I saw it.
It's a little bit of shame goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
You'd like to think so, but this is not always the case. Sometimes shame sometimes shame only helps people to dig in deeper.
It emboldens them.
It keeps them more and more hidden, all those things.
That's why shaming, that's why we shouldn't shame, right? Because when you shame people, they go deeper and darker into whatever place they're at.
But be better, I thought you were cool.
Yeah, but that is that shaming? I mean, they can be taken like he kind of guy is like, oh man, she called me out. And, and maybe not like a full shame, but like...
No, it's not a full shame. It's not a full shame.
I think you handled it exactly correctly. You took it one-to-one. You said, I expected more of you, and they apologized.
And you know what? Now he raises his standards,
it
right?
in a public forum.
You guys, it wasn't that cool.
He's living up. He's living up to what Courtney told him he could be. His potential.
Mm-hmm.
It's a floor, not a ceiling.
Well, can I just say, I know we're on your podcast right now, but I think we can take this clip maybe this clip for our podcast so we can give you guys the Kate Frisbee Positivity Spotlight Award.
What?
For sure.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah.
All three of you. Jeremy, you
Oh, man. For the listener, I'm grinning ear to ear.
I need to tell you, I have to, before we leave, I have to get your mailing address. I won't tell anyone, but I'll send you our actual, it's on a Frisbee. And there's
You have real Frisbees made
Yeah,
up?
they're in my house.
Oh, you guys are rad. That's
So
awesome.
we'll send you guys one for sure.
You have to share it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
all three of
No,
you.
we live right by a park. We can play Frisbee with it. We'll take a picture and say, hey, this award is getting put to good use.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog got it. Damn it.
In
Gotta
my
go get him.
mind, I'm picturing like
We're airing out the award.
Oh, good. I'm like picturing a shot, like a camera shot that follows the Frisbee with Kate's face on it, like one of them throwing it and it hitting the other one on the head. And that's like the start of a movie.
Make this.
We got
copyright.
We got this. No, copyright you guys, and we'll produce it. Creators and producers on the other side.
Great.
We got this.
Let's do it.
Great. Yeah, so we give the Positivity Spotlight Award to just people who are cool, and you guys seem
Cool.
Guys, I'm doing a good job. They think I'm cool, and they think you guys are cool, so we're cool. Cool?
Now that it's way too late, I asked something before. I don't know if you heard me, Courtney and Corey.
Oh,
Do your
sorry.
moms listen to your podcast?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
My mom does.
My mom's not allowed to because she can't handle it. And it's a boundary that she might break, but she knows that she can't tell me that she's broken the boundary, so that's fine.
Oh, you guys have a rule.
Yeah, I think there's no world where your mom is not listening to every episode and
You
just
think
not
so?
telling you. Yeah. I can't imagine
But
she wouldn't.
she's so bad. She's so passive aggressive. I know her.
She wouldn't be able to help herself.
She wouldn't be able to help herself. It would squeeze out in ways. It would yeah.
And my mom listens, and I told her, I said, you can't say anything bad to me about it. I'm like Donald Trump. I'm like, fake. Like, don't say anything bad. Because I know I'll start censoring myself. So she doesn't want that from me.
Fake mom, fake dad, fake mom.
I don't know if you're catching her drift, but I understand what you're saying.
Like,
you're curious.
I only
you don't want
want
her to know. So
I only
it's like,
want, if she's going to give me feedback, it has to be positive or neutral, because I'll start censoring myself
What is
if I
neutral
know.
feedback?
Like,
That was a podcast.
you spoke into a
You
microphone.
should have a podcast. It's not all that good, but it's not all that bad.
No, but she listens, and she's been really, really cool about it, and she's called in and stuff too. But yeah,
She didn't call in.
well, she called me, and I put her on the podcast.
Yeah.
It was my birthday.
It was her birthday. Yeah. No, my mom listened once, and then there was a very intense email exchange where it was like, we're worried about you because or whatever.
Yeah,
I heard you on the
Because
podcast.
we have different values, and it's not
great.
so-
Got wrangled up with those podcasters,
yeah,
didn't you?
yeah. She still sometimes will be like,
Stay away
"Look."
from Dustin. He's bad news.
My parents love Dustin actually, which is hilarious to me. I mean, not because I love Dustin, but
Roger, an American Dad. I know a little bit.
wait, what?
No, a follow-up question to that whole thing is: do your moms listen to our podcast?
My mom will start
Yeah.
if I tell her to.
Great. My parents do not listen to our podcast.
I think my brother listens to your podcast.
Oh, yeah?
I think my mom does.
Your mom does?
Yeah.
Do you guys want your parents to listen?
I don't know. Oh, I did have. So I told the story about my aunt a few podcasts ago and an altercation we had, and it got back to my cousin who then told my aunt.
No.
That's as far as it goes. My girlfriend will listen sometimes, but I've said some stupid things on other podcasts, and that she was in once, and she got really mad that I mentioned something, so I can't mention it now. But it did happen on another podcast that I was on. So she's like, I don't know if I want to listen all the time.
It's hard. Your boyfriend doesn't listen.
No.
Yeah.
He started when we started. He did, and then I think he was
When
like,
you started
I don't know.
dating,
Yeah.
he was like, okay, I'll listen to it. Oh no, wait, all right, no, we're together for real. I'm
Yeah. No, that's exactly what happened. Give me a year, and that's
Stop
yeah.
listening before he becomes material. Dude, that was
That's
smart.
funny.
Yeah, but he's cool about it. Everyone's been cool about it.
Yeah. It's hard. Sometimes I have different rules with different people if I'm allowed to talk about them or not.
Right.
Or, But my aunt, I remember early on I talked about my aunt, and I think she was listening at the time. My Aunt Beth. What did I say? I said something so disgusting about her. That was a joke. But
you were saying that you scooped cum out of your pussy. And she was like, "No, that's literally what you said." You were like,
"Oh yeah,
when like you're scooping cum out of your pussy," and then I was like, "Hi, Aunt Beth."
Oh yeah,
something like that.
And I said, like, Aunt Beth hasn't scooped cum out of her pussy or something,
boy.
and I just said it again on another podcast. That's fine.
Oh man, it makes my altercation with my aunt story. Nice, gentlemen.
We tried to time it out so it was right after the scooping of the company. Hey mom, if you stop listening before it's safe to start listening.
Yeah.
Earmuffs? Mom? Earmuffs.
God, that's too funny.
Oh boy.
And I know all about that. It's problematic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't. I mean, we have a duty to like put our authentic selves out there. And so
that's you.
So we're
that's
brave.
you.
We're
Do
brave.
it.
We're making art during fascism.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
And in 20 years, it'll be worth more money that way.
Yeah.
See? Just keep doing it.
You too. You guys too. We're all in this together.
We're gonna keep doing it. You guys come to New York. We'll do an actual adventure. We haven't done one in a long time.
Let's do like a live show in New York, all of us.
Dustin, we need more money for another trip.
Guys, I'm pretty sure I saw Alana Glazer on my block today, so I'm psyched.
That's pretty great.
I would like that sighting.
You said adventure, but little did you know that Mike and I took an adventure today.
You guys did an adventure without me?
We want to each have a guest.
Not cool.
You get 3 guests. There's 3 people there to talk.
Guesses of where you guys went today together? Okay.
Yes.
I'll go last because I'm
gonna give a real New York answer. I'm gonna give a real New York answer right now. Okay. I think you guys went somewhere.
Okay.
I think you guys went somewhere in Central Park together.
God, that is so not local New York.
I meant the Central Park of Brooklyn, whatever that is. Prospect Park.
Fuck, that's the only place I know in New York. Did you go to a Broadway show, or did you get coffee or bagel?
Hey, I've got a gun. Let's go to a Broadway show. 2 references.
Wow, I'm glad we got at least 1 or 2 Wayne's World references in a podcast. That just goes to show you our wheelhouse of what we like and how old we all are.
Yeah.
Did you go eat tacos somewhere?
Well, no, Mike went by himself. We went to IKEA.
Oh my God! You went to IKEA.
That wasn't even on my radar, and I'm so happy.
But when you go, it's like a thing. So it was a whole.
Yeah, that is an adventure. That's an adventure I can't stand. That's an adventure. When I moved in with my girlfriend, we were getting furniture, and I was like, I ain't going there. I don't care. She got all pissed off. I was like, I ain't going there. Yeah, I went to Bob's Discount Furniture instead.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to Raymond's Flanagan.
I don't want to walk through like all the. I don't want IKEA telling me how I got to walk through IKEA.
Thank you.
Don't like it.
Mm-hmm. This is the order.
Talk about fascism.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
They're telling you where to walk.
Acting out scenes. Oh yeah. Well, I while going through there, I thought that maybe they should pay actors to just do scenes in these fake kitchens. Just to sell their IKEA shit, you know what I mean?
I did a web series called IKEA Heights for Channel 101.
Oh, you did? Was that?
They shot
in 2008. Channel 101. Randall Park is in it, and some other people. Matt Bronger. Anyway,
Matt Bronger's in it?
Yeah,
he's great.
And I played a reporter, and the whole thing takes place in IKEA, and it's just like Melrose Place, but IKEA Heights. They shot it guerrilla style. So the guy was like yelling at us to leave, and we were getting kicked out of, but it was cool. Wow. It was really fun.
The one in Burbank?
Yeah. I mean, it is very lo-fi. It's real.
Well, I think there's a small opportunity to redo that. There's an opportunity here because that IKEA is going away because they built that new one right off the 5 there. Mm-hmm. So right now there's 2 IKEAs in like 2 miles of each other.
Okay.
And they're going to get rid of it. But I'm saying, they're gonna have an empty IKEA. Why not shoot a show right now?
Yeah.
Turn it into a studio right now.
Let's
do it.
I know. Let's make Mighty Ducks into a TV show.
Okay.
See? Right? Fill the whole thing with water and then freeze it, and you have a big ice thing, and maybe like you have a crossover episode with Superstore on NBC.
I would
that
watch
show.
that. I love Mighty Ducks.
And I
Pacey.
Which one?
Which one?
D3 all the way.
Were you in one?
That's why they're making reference
Oh,
to it.
that's what I figured.
Yeah,
I think-
I was in the first one, and my apartment is D2, and then so I get burned every time I open the door to my apartment because I wasn't in D2. So I open it, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Maybe put a little sticker of your face in a bubble that says "I was not in."
That's fair.
Fuck them.
Yeah, that was a. I
Dan,
mean,
it's kind of like
Yeah,
every
they-
time I watch the H Team, and I'm reminded that I got fired. I look at B.A. Baracus, and I'm reminded that I got fired because I have a bad attitude.
Yeah.
The A-Team?
Yeah, he's talking about the A-Team.
That's what he got fired from?
No, he didn't get fired from the A-Team. One of the guys on the A-Team... Yeah, well, he could be. One of the guys on the A-Team has a bad attitude, and so did Michael.
Got it.
That's why he got fired.
No, it was Blue Bloods, right?
Yeah, he got fired off of Blue
is that what happened?
Okay,
Catch me up.
Did they shoot that in New York?
They
Obviously.
shoot that in New York,
obviously.
yeah. And
Yes, they do. They shoot
and
in Brooklyn.
Jeremy, can you tell us about your being let go?
No, they already heard it on the podcast. I mean, the basic story is the director and I wanted to kill each other.
The Israeli one.
They said that we're either going to bring in somebody to be above you, or that's it. And I said, no, I'll just quit. Quit. And I really got fired.
Are you talking about your job right now?
No, what are you talking about?
I thought you said you got fired from elementary.
No way, dude. He's working tomorrow.
Okay, I'm very sorry. That's the way I heard it with this coast to coast
Somebody
thing.
knock wood.
Is that I heard that you said that you also got laid off. Oh, I'm glad you didn't. I'm really glad, man. We're all here. We're pulling for you.
My mom has a thing for Tom
no.
Selleck, so if someone could put a good word in for her.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
I'll send an airmail to the mustache.
Thank you.
And you know what? I didn't hear the story, but I bet you didn't have a bad attitude. I bet you were just misunderstood, right? You're welcome.
This is wonderful. This has been great. I feel better. And when I started.
Good.
I wanted to, while you were talking about the Disney stuff, I wanted to double back to, didn't you go by Nickelodeon Studios and it's completely boarded up?
Yeah, the old Nick Studios on
That's the old
Sunset
Sunset,
and
right?
Gower.
Oh,
where they
really?
used to shoot all the Nick stuff. That's where we shot all that, which was what I
How many
what I
kids-
did when I lived
I have
here.
a question.
Not many.
How many Kids' Choice Awards did you guys go to?
Oh, I went to a few. Had some fun times.
I mean, is
afterwards.
there crazy shit going on
Sometimes,
backstage?
yeah,
at the
I mean,
Kids'
not
Choice
back.
Awards?
No, I mean, not really. Yeah, it was more afterwards because he would let us get into like the after shows, and we were definitely not of age, and we were definitely consuming alcohol.
Yeah.
And having fun.
Yeah, and they were like, what do you want? What do you want to drink? And we were like, Kids' Choice.
We won for best kids TV show in 2000. I've got a blimp.
Yeah, but if you're in 2000, you're my age, so you were like already 18 or 19 by
I was
then.
18. Yeah, I was 18.
Okay.
I was
So
18.
you were partying. You were.
I was having a lot of fun. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm not
Access.
trying to brag here, but Jessie Biel flashed me at that party.
What?
I saw her boobs before Justin Timberlake. Suck it!
Nice.
True story.
What contacts? Please tell me everything.
Oh, we were friends for a while,
And she was just, like, doing it to
she
me.
was in that. Yeah, it was like we were drinking
Yeah.
booze at this place in Santa Monica after the Kids' Choice Awards, and she just flashed me, just doing girl stuff like hee shoop.
Teens.
That's fun.
He called her Jessie. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah.
We have to unpack that.
Sorry.
You guys were that good of friends?
Yeah.
We were friends
ready to
for a
unpack
fair
that
amount of
for a while.
time. Yeah, and we. I may or may not have gotten her a fake ID from my buddy who made him in Jersey.
That's so great.
See, that's what I want to read in Us Weekly.
Yeah,
Not
you
the
should.
Jersey part. No, not the Jersey. No.
Guys, I grew up in New Jersey. It's a lovely place. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in South Florida, like Fort Lauderdale. But my fake ID was from Pennsylvania.
Very
My
good
fake
one.
ID was from New Jersey.
Was it? Yeah, because it was the easiest one to do. Because forever it was just like you actually had someone like cut out your square picture and get it laminated and stuff. Now it's not the same. I still keep it.
We can run the machines.
I got my fake ID in New York City.
We're trying to make Danny's ID person into a character. Go ahead.
I only heard the tail end. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were talking over each other because it's hard.
It's hard.
I would like to congratulate both Corey and Courtney for not really apologizing. If you want to protect the brand, you can get them all in now.
Okay, we're sorry for anything we said.
Definitely sorry. I'm sorry for
everything ever.
That just covers.
Sorry about the connection tonight with the technical difficulties, but I think
we plowed through, guys. I think it was.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm sorry about the dumpster for Danny's sake.
No. I will remember that dumpster for as long as I live.
And if your listeners are into females, female friendship, womanhood, and improvisation. An improvisational journey through womanhood and friendship, listen to We Should Have a Podcast.
Yeah.
It's on Feral Audio.
Oh, yeah. Are we on Feral Audio, Jeremy?
I love that our nice thing got turned into a burn against us.
Oh, no. That sounded legitimate enough. Come on, ladies.
No.
No, that was a legit one.
No.
We will definitely listen. It sounds like We Should Have a Podcast would be a good one to listen to in the Feral Audio universe this weekend.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Feral Audio Broadcasting Collective, you should go check them out, feralaudio.com. Go to the website, or you can shop through Amazon through them and give them a couple dollars, because they're great people. And Dustin, I know you're listening, and you're great. Anyway, you can check out us there too. Adventures of Danny and Mike. We have a hit back catalog, and with the "and" spelled out. Yeah, I forgot that part. Corey, give us some plugs. What's your Twitters and all that stuff?
I'm at Kogopo
on Twitter, but you gotta follow her Instagram. You gotta follow her Instagram stories.
Stop it. Courtney always pimps me out like this, and it puts too much pressure on me to come up with continually creative and innovative Instagram stories.
I think it's your best medium.
You know what? I do too, but because you pointed it out, I'm not going to do one for 6 months. You can follow me on Instagram, Corey Podell, CoreyPodell, or follow Courtney at Courtney Pauroso.
Courtney, spelled the most normal way.
The right way?
Pauroso.
Fun fact, Pauroso means scared / scary in Italian.
It can mean either.
And she is both scary and scared.
Do you want to know how to say bat in Italian? Do you know how to say bat in Italian?
No, what is it?
Pipistrella.
Pipistrella.
Yep. So you can say your last name and then that. And it's like, scary bat!
Cool.
That's all I got.
Pauroso Pipistrella.
Pauroso Pipistrella.
That's it.
I don't know why I did a Russian accent, but...
You lean into the Russian accents.
Yeah.
You are in John Wick 2. I killed you.
Don't give away no spoilers, man. That just came out. Is he still pissed at the guy who killed his dog? Who knows?
Well, it was wonderful meeting you, CP and CP and DT. I really hope I don't get the DTs back, but I hope that Dan Tamborelli returns.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll be home soon enough. Sort of bummed to leave LA after 2.5 weeks, even though it rained every goddamn day.
Okay, Complainatron. We're just happy. We'll be happy to see you. Remember, we miss each other.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. No, keep it positive. Positivity.
Reframe.
Kisses.
Actually, there's something we ritually do after every episode is we beat the shit out of Dan, so you're going to have to hold that tradition.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah.
It's kicking the side. He doesn't like that at all. Oh, the kidneys. Yeah, where's the kidneys? I recall.
Can we beat him up emotionally? That's more of our style.
Yeah, I prefer emotional beatings once in a while. Why not?
Word too. It doesn't leave a mark.
All right, kids.
But thank you guys so much for being on. And
hey, congratulations on your Kate Frisbee Positivity Spotlight Award.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Bye.
Corey's like done.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
We're smoking weed and drinking. Bye.
Bye.
Suckers.
Bye.
Suckers.
Bye.
The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by Jeremy Balin. podcast is part of the Feral Audio Podcasting Collective and can be found on their website at feralaudio.com. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the and spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.